Hello, my name is Emily Bridge. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm working on a project called Archaeology of COVID in public places within Metro Vancouver. This project is directed by archaeology professor Bob Muckle and funded by Capilano University. Both myself and another student, Jadzia Porter, are working on this project as research assistants. So when most people think about archaeology, they imagine studies of the distant past and uncovering details about ancient civilizations. But archaeology studies the physical remains of human activity to draw inferences about human culture and behavior. There's no specific time frame for archaeology. And what we are doing is using archaeological methods to study the impacts of one of the most significant phenomena of our time, the novel coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. Our study area is the regional district of Metro Vancouver, a cluster of towns, cities, and municipalities home to about 2.5 million people in the southwest corner of British Columbia, Canada. Our research has taken place on the lands of the unceded, unsurrendered, and ancestral territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including those of the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Stolo, Katzie, Kikite, and Kwantlen First Nations. Within this region, we are focusing on the downtown east side, which is within the city of Vancouver, and the North Shore, which consists of the city and district of North Vancouver and the district of West Vancouver. We have been looking at 3 main types of COVID materials: art, which includes graffiti, murals, painted pebbles; structures, which includes signs, barriers, and hand sanitizing stations; and artifacts, essentially trash, most of these discarded masks. Data collection has primarily taken place between January and April 2021, and main methods of collection are photography and making written observations. We have a few key goals in doing this project, one of which is to understand how inequality affects the human response to trauma. We are looking at how art, graffiti, trash, and messaging are dispersed across communities. How are they different, if at all, and how are these communities expressing themselves? What can we learn about what we're finding? Another goal of this project is to amplify the environmental impacts of COVID-related trash. A recent waste study conducted by Metro Vancouver highlighted some of these impacts, but that study didn't capture all of the waste that never made it to those processing facilities, and that's where we come in. We know that there are many different ways to study the impacts of COVID-19. Indeed, social scientists are already doing just that, but what we are trying to do is document a moment in time. Already during this period of data collection, we have seen art and graffiti come and go. In a few years, what our world looks and feels like now may fade from our memory, but the trash, that will remain, and it will become part of the archaeological record 100, 1,000, maybe even 10,000 years from now, and we are documenting the creation of that record. While we are focusing on Metro Vancouver, we are part of a global network of people documenting COVID heritage, be that other archaeologists studying material culture or museums and libraries who are documenting the experiences of the communities they serve. Undoubtedly, there will be retrospective research and studies on the impact of COVID-19. We hope that the data that we collect will have something meaningful to contribute and will add depth to the research done in the future. In another video, I will go into a bit more detail about what we've found so far. Thank you for watching.